When you say to someone, oh, we can discount this lesson for you, even just a tiny amount wipes out all the profit for yourself. I started talking to a friend who built kind of this youth development center, and he was raising millions of dollars from, all sorts of government funds, from rich people. And I just thought, hang on, we're giving away all these lessons. My wife and I are subsidizing the community, yet there's someone else over here who's connecting with people that want to help. This was just a light bulb moment for me. It was so amazing to see there is money out there. People do want to connect with it. They don't expect you and your wife or your husband or your partner to actually sacrifice for the whole community to subsidize it yourself. You're not going to grow and do something insanely massive doing it that way anyway. People only really want to give money to something where there's a bit of momentum. They want to come along and put gas on the fire. So even if you say, hey, I'm sponsoring 10 kids from our studio, we want to turn that into 100 kids, that's going to do way better than someone coming along saying, hey, I want to help 100 kids. And they go, how many are you helping now? You go, none. What we would do at every concert, I would wait till like after one of the coolest items in the show. And I would come out as MC and I'd be like, who's having an amazing time? And then I go, I want you to all turn to your parents and I want you to say a massive thank you. The crazy thing, your parents, they work so hard. Aren't parents amazing for allowing you to do all these amazing lessons so you could get up on a stage today? Can we say a massive thank you and a round of applause to our parents? Then I ruin the mood and I go, now, the reality is that's amazing. But there are so many kids that can't afford music lessons. Now, we don't want you to have to sponsor a whole nother kid. But if you're in a position as a family where, hey, you could afford another $5 a week, 10, 20. We have this tuition assistance program. We're not doing a handout, we're doing a hand up. Then we would literally get the peer pressure of everyone in the room. Say, hey, to the principal, hey, we've got this scholarship program set up. And what we do is we're all about trying to get kids into positive hobbies with positive role models. We bring these shows that cost us about $1,000 to put on. We do it for free. We get to give the kids all a sign-up sheet for our lessons. And for every 10 kids, or whatever number you decide, might be every 6 or 12, every 10th kid is free, and you as the school get to choose which kid gets that free scholarship. And they just lap that up. I think our record was like 155 kids signed up at one school. They're not just choosing one kid most of the time, they're choosing, 2 to 15 kids. You want to approach local business owners. So we made a goal was to invite a business owner every week to our business to see what we were doing. And then we would basically ask them, say, hey, we have this program, we teach the kids, we source them an instrument, they get a workbook, they get mentoring, costs us about $450 a year per student. And hey, would you be interested in supporting a student? All these businesses were super happy to do that because we also had things to offer. Well, now you've got your monthly newsletter, you get to shout out, Joe's Plumbing, because they sponsored 3 students and gave you $1,500. Once you start getting traction, you now need to start looking at what does it cost to actually bridge the gap from we've got our charitable focus to we now have a not-for-profit or a charitable trust. Now, the main costs of that are going to be the legal costs, setting up the documents. I think for us that might have been like $4 or $5 grand to get it all done by someone. I reckon with AI now, probably get it done for whatever the application fee is. They talk about having more legs to your stool. So if you sat on a stool with one leg, you're just going to fall over. And so if you had 2 legs, which might be the philanthropist and your school parents, well, then if one of them, fuel taxes come along and one leg gets taken out and you're screwed. You're trying to get those parents we talked about, the philanthropists, local councils, there'll be lotteries grants. So they paid us, over 6 figures every year. Me and Alistair, who's one of the coaches here at BAM, we literally went through and we were like, right, here's the rich list. We're going to find as many emails and phone numbers of all of these people. Alistair found this one guy and he genuinely was like, tell me where you found my details online. I've tried to erase myself. I will give your foundation $5 grand just to never contact me again and tell me how to erase it from the internet. And we're like, done. Don't say, oh, I run a music school. Say, I've built a social enterprise around music lessons for young people. And like, oh, what is that? Because that's the next question. We always look at the road ahead and go, wow, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I don't know what I'm doing. But then we look back and go, oh, wow, that was actually quite good. And we just figured out the problems, we got the right people around us. And so if you're inspired by this, don't feel like you're not going to be good enough. You can totally do this. No one wants to give money to your profitable business, even if it's generous. They want to give money to a trust, a not-for-profit, a social enterprise that's changing lives. So just embrace it, be bold, be confident, and you can totally do it.